Hello,
Hello.
welcome to I Don't Want to Pilot.
The podcast.
I haven't said that in so long. We didn't say it for the last episode.
We said last time. Should we re-record it again?
I think you should get lost.
Should we record it again?
Today we are talking about Devilman Crybaby. I
By
should have pointed at you.
Masaki Yuasa.
Yeah. I will start off by saying that this anime,
PG-18.
other than it being shit, is
It's
actually
not.
18 plus.
It's
Definitely.
so good.
It's very inappropriate. It's 18 plus.
It's one of the many times where Callum's wrong.
No, it's definitely 18 plus.
It's
It's an 18 plus
That's what I
anime.
was referring to.
Just because of just some of the weird just stuff that happens in it. We'll give a brief rundown.
What happens?
Yeah.
So basically,
No. I'll do it because
fine.
I can.
And I'll correct you when you're wrong.
So basically, there's a blonde dude and there's a black-haired dude.
Yeah, what are the
And-
names?
I don't need to know that.
What?
So then there's they go to a big orgy and there's lots of
That's
drugs and
not
stuff.
what happened.
It is, and there's loads of drugs and stuff. And then at these orgies, people get possessed by demons and then kill everyone else there. And then main dude gets possessed by the big strong demon, the strongest one there is. And then the humans discover that demons are real, and then a big war breaks out. And then Satan has boobs. And then
And that's your entire plot synopsis.
and then they fight God and lose.
You can't say that they lose. They don't even know that they're gonna lose. It's still over in the first 2 minutes.
Oh no. Okay. Basically.
The main dude's called Akira, by the way.
Okay.
We need to watch that.
Okay. But I hate the plot.
Why?
I hate the art style.
The art style's okay. The art style's bad, but the animation's really good. What's wrong with you now?
That you can't. That's no. Really, if the animation's good, if the art style's bad, I don't care. I don't like the animations.
No, because the art style, you know what the difference is, don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah. So what's wrong with?
but the art style's more important than the animation.
It's not.
It could be the smoothest animation I've ever seen that is really good. But if I don't like looking at it, it doesn't make a difference.
But it doesn't look that bad.
It does.
There's a lot of sex in this anime, so if you're a horny teenager,
But it's not even good sex.
no, it's kind of.
It's really bad. Because people get their heads ripped off at the end by demons.
There's that one scene where that guy's doing the girl, and then she just opens and just consumes in one bite.
Yeah, it's so weird. I spoke to people about this anime before, and they were like, "Oh, have you seen Devilman Crybaby?" And that's one of the ones where you go, "Yeah," and they're like,
Okay,
and then you sort of right, okay. There was a decision made there. The
yeah.
fact you finished it just says what sort of person you are.
No, okay. I mean, it's a love story. Yeah, because at the end, Satan and Akira are lying on that rock, but he just killed Akira, and then he's.
Spoilers.
We're past 2 minute mark, so therefore he starts crying that he just killed the person that he loved, and then God nukes him.
Yeah, and that's why it's called Devilman Crybaby. It isn't. It's actually because main dude's a pussy and cries at every minor inconvenience in his life.
Does he?
There was one bit of the anime that I genuinely was I had to pause it for a second and be like, hang on, that's kind of fucked. And I don't mean the orgy scene. I mean, I don't want to say it because I think that's more of a spoiler than
Well, let's sit down and edit it out.
no. You know the bit with his girlfriend or the girl that he fancies.
Yeah.
That bit right at the end.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that bit. I was like, I'm sorry, what?
I feel like a lot of the animation is shock value.
Yeah, that's probably the reason. We just removed all the shock value. So
And Satan has tits.
yeah, Satan
That was pretty shocking.
that was the big shock value. Satan's got boobs,
That was a big culmination.
massive
of all the
honkers, and a tiny penis. And I was like, whoa. No wonder God killed him in the first place.
I like how you focused on the tiny penis.
Well, because that'd be your sort of thing. You're into people with both. But it was really weird.
The whole plot's kind of dumb. Satan puts himself into the body of a regular person and removes all his memories. And his plan is he's hoping that in this normal person's body where he loses all his memories, he finds this one random guy, makes him the strongest demon, and then he ends up getting his memories back again to then turn to a naked, small penis Satan to then take over
With
the world.
boobs.
With boobs.
With boobs.
But I can't remember what the reason was as to why he did all that.
Neither can I. But I genuinely just didn't like this anime.
It was really good.
I can see why some weirdos would like it, but I
Weirdo?
genuinely just didn't like it. It wasn't anything to do with the violence or like the sex
It's
or
too much for
how
you.
disgusting it was. I just didn't like it. The plot was kind of weak.
Weak.
As you just said, you've gone, I can't remember why he did it.
Yeah, but if I was to watch the show
And
again,
I think the biggest turn off for me was the art style. I genuinely really disliked it.
it's a really good art style.
And I hated the art
It
style.
won Netflix Anime of the Year.
No.
Yeah.
Why did they not upload any other anime that year?
No. I mean, it won Anime of the Year overall, not as Netflix's.
Oh.
It was 2018. It was probably like a very bad year.
Yeah, there's no other anime submitted
I
that
don't know
year.
how else came out a year.
No, neither do I.
Probably My Hero Academia season 3.
Yeah, I ain't gonna win, is it?
Oh, no, I think Part 4 was also released that year.
JoJo.
Yeah. Or that 2017.
It's 2017. Had to be.
It had to be over.
I actually think it was 2017.
Yeah.
I think anyway.
Yo.
I hope. What did you give it out of 10?
I think.
An 8.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty cool. I was
Can you
really...
remember what I gave it?
6.
Was it a 6? I
Yeah.
thought it was a 6, but I was just thinking whether I put it lower.
You rated it too low. It should at least be a 7.
Get lost.
It was such
I was
a
thinking
good,
a 6
it
is
was
too high.
It's such a compelling story
Oh, compelling.
between two men who love each other. Satan and some demon guy.
I just.
Love
It's
it.
definitely for some people. It's definitely their sort of cup of tea, but it absolutely was not for me. I really did not like it.
But it was so...
It wasn't. It
It
absolutely
was
was not.
okay. I kind of forgot 90% of the plot to it. But if you ignore that though...
It starts off pretty weird, but then it gets pretty messed up.
Yeah, no, the first half is complete garbage.
The first half's garbage and really rubbish, but then there's a point where it just suddenly just like switches,
Yeah.
and it becomes like mega like messed up.
Yeah, the first half is just like, oh, look at this, it's boobies. And that's the whole entire first half.
Yeah, and then the second half is where like there's all the plot. The second half, I'll admit, is slightly better. It's weird, and I didn't like it, but it's definitely better than the first half. I'm gonna scratch it off. You talk to them about.
It's only 10 episodes long. It's not that long, so you should give it a watch if you're above the age of 18 or whatever the legal age is in your respective countries.
Can't be bothered. Have you got like a coin?
No, I'll do it. Okay.
Wait, you can't do it with that.
Ow.
We need a coin.
Do you have a coin?
No, I don't have a coin. Otherwise, I would have used the coin and scratched
Why
it
is
off.
it going to form out the Swedish flag?
Right, you keep talking. I'm gonna scratch it off.
I'm just too enveloped in yeah, it literally is the Swedish flag. I know it's a cross.
Well, because that's definitely completely unique to this anime.
Well, it's the same thing for the no give no life and then the power off button.
It's a cross. We'll scribble it out later. I ain't got time to waste on the video. Would you have anything else to add?
I think there's only 3 characters in the show.
No, I can name loads. Not by name, but
So I know Akira.
yeah,
The girl is probably called Yuki or something.
yeah.
And then you got Satan, who was, I think it's called Rio. Or Vio.
I think it's Rio. Yeah,
Vio.
yeah.
So that's 2 of the 3 that I
Yeah.
know.
Then there's the 2 fast people.
Was there?
Yeah, the 2 people that are like racers that got possessed by demons, so they can come even faster, and they run like idiots.
We were like clawing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
I think, to be honest, I think that should be the end of the video. I
Yeah.
can't carry on anymore.
Why not?
You've ruined my life.
Why? You love this anime!
the anime.
It's in your top 10 favourites.
No, it is not.
You just don't like it, it's not an isekai. Imagine that Satan... It actually is an isekai. Satan warped his mind into another world, into another person.
It's still rubbish then. The fact that it's an isekai doesn't change the fact that I hated it.
No, you love all isekai.
No, I don't.
The time that I got reincarnated and wanted to work at a drugstore, you gave that like a 7. You said you hated it.
I didn't give it a 7. I gave it lower than that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
But I thought it had like a lolly and I thought you would love those.
Stop outing me in every video that we do.
Says you kept in the whole plan.
You said that, not me. Don't say things that you don't want to go on the internet. And on that note, thank you very much for watching.
TT Brown. I have to.
No, you won't.
実はね
I'm just gonna spoil the ending then. If you can even call it that.
The ending, the spoiler for the ending isn't that Satan has tits.
It's that the world blows up and
Well, now I'm gonna have to cut that out of the video. Oh, no, it'll go at the end.
We've got anyway.
Yeah, okay. Nobody's gonna watch it. I'm gonna tell nobody to watch it at all.
Wait, have you actually looked at the average watch lengths of our videos?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna tell you because it's really depressing.
What's the average watch length?
And the average watch length is something like 2 minutes.
What about for the bubble video? That's for like 10
30
seconds.
seconds. Hello.
And I'm Cam. Okay, that's just way too early.
That was
Sorry,
way too early.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Don't do that. That was really loud. I'm gonna have to cut that bit out now.
You're gonna put that anyway.
Okay.
Bye. Cameron says bye. Bye.
Oh yeah.
Not bye.